today's video. Today's video is about storage, how to make videos fast. Just sit here and watch me film. On the quietest aisle I could find, which happened to be the baby formula aisle. First tip is planning. You're gonna want to plan your videos, so then hours don't go by and you're actually on some sort of track to finishing the video. By the way, do you ever pick something up at the supermarket and you just want to like rip into it right before you pay? Just want to walk around and eat stuff. What do you got there?
Boucher.
Boucher, boucher. You're going to want to plan what you have to say so you can get your meaning across in a concise, informative fashion. However, don't plan too much because this takes too much time. Leave some room to improvise. That way your character can shine through. Where are we even going? Hot tip. Don't plan during your video. This can get messy real quick. Your time budget can just go right out of the window. Plan during your downtime, when you're on the train, waiting for a mate, while you're commuting. That way, when you're shooting your video, you can focus on shooting the video and not planning. Fridge. Burns your throat. Where do you plan these videos? What better place to plan than on your phone? We always have our phones on us these days. So in your notes app on your phone is a perfect place to plan. You always have it on you, it's easily accessible, it just works. Format. Now this can be a huge time saver, so you're going to want to think simple. To start off though, your footage is basically broken up into two components, your A-roll and your B-roll. Your A-roll is the footage that's directly related to the moment. In this video, for example, it's me talking to the camera, passing on the value-based content that I'm trying to convey. B-roll simply adds context to the story. It's totally optional whether you want to use B-roll or not. However, I would totally recommend it as it adds that whole extra layer in your video. Some of the best YouTubers out there, like Peter McKinnon, do the most cinematic, beautiful B-roll. You can do this if you want. However, it does take time. So to keep things fast and speedy, a really easy way is just to document simply what's around you. No matter how boring you think your B-roll is, remember that it's always going to be unique to your situation wherever you're filming. The lighting, the timing, what's going on, you never know what can happen. I mean, I was filming this afternoon on the way home from work and there was this epic street performance, so I got to capture some of that. If you came on another day, it'd be a different street performer. Just remember that it's not always as boring as you think. Oh, lastly, the people that are watching your videos may be from another part of the world, so they've never actually seen what you're filming. It's a chance for them to look into your lens and see what's going on. Someone else hasn't seen it. I've just realized I've gone through that whole spiel and I haven't actually explained how having a format can speed up your videos. Let me explain. A format is simply a guideline for you to slot footage in and around. My format is very basic and simple. I simply swap from A-roll to B-roll, A-roll to B-roll. The B-roll is the part that I add context and takes you, the viewer, between all my different A-roll segments. Me knowing this when I'm shooting allows me to compartmentalize the video in my head before I've actually put it on the timeline, because I know that, oh, we're in transport right now, and I can just shoot and document what's around me, and then when I get to my next location, I can start talking about whatever value I want to add in the video. I suggest you do the same, even down to the smallest bits, whether it be a very short and simple introduction, or down to the font you use. I've standardized my font to this Bebis new font. I just like the style. Yeah, so have a think about your format, how you can standardize it, and it will just speed up your whole workflow. Back to this now. Whoa, this is risky. You're gonna wanna use mobile editing software. The functionality is limited, which is not a bad thing, especially when you're trying to get content out faster. There's less obstacles between you editing your footage and you hitting that upload button. Don't fall into the trap of spending 4 hours to choose your song. Either choose one in planning or have a peruse on Epidemic Sound so you can just, just pick a song. Alright, my final tip is a cliche, and it's practice. Practice makes perfect. Some truth to it. That's all from me. Thanks for watching, guys. If you made it to the end of the video, please let me know what you liked and disliked. Catch you guys in the next one.